friends, today I'm talking about the DevOps, its development and operation. So the DevOps is a union of people, process and products to enable continuous delivery of value to and monitoring continuously. So DevOps is a compound of development and operations. It's a software development practice or is a method of a software development for old methods of a software development to the new development it's using. It's a unifies development of IT operations. Customer issues are driving the needs of DevOps. There are new issues we are facing with the old methods. So need of simultaneously development across the different platforms. So there are different applications from different platforms. We need to simultaneously deploy of a platforms. So for a single application, the developers are creating the different patches of different applications like Mac for iOS and Windows and as well as your Android. So they develop and deploy the application patches on the different platforms. So pressure from the business to release apps more quickly to meet customer demand. The customer demand are very high in the market, so there is a continuous process of new technologies to improve. Need to improve the end customer expertise. So customer expectancy are very high, so they need to develop the code again and again to find the new technologies and improve the application. To increase use of mobile devices. So the continuous development and testing and continuous deployment, continuous collaboration, continuous monitoring of an application. It's a new method. It's called DevOps. It's using in DevOps. So DevOps it has endless possibilities. DevOps can create an infinite loop of release and feedback for all of your code development target. It's code, build, test, deploy, and operate and monitor the application. This is the purpose of the call for continuous. This is the purpose of the DevOps. So development team A and development team B, they develop the code on different platforms. So the team E who create the application on Android and team B create an application on a iOS. They develop and deploy the code on DevOps through through pipeline. So the manager they find they find the bug they find the bugs of the application through the user and the feedbacks and give assign the task to the team of testing. For testing there are different teams for developing, testing and finding to removing the bugs. So after that the Q&A testing are completed, then manager push the application to the business users and the end users. Now we are introducing the Azure DevOps. Azure DevOps has a five services mainly. The Azure boards to assigning the task to the developers, and man to check where the development process is ongoing. So the Azure repository is using for upload the code to the repository on the DevOps for the user through the IDE and download the import the code from the Azure to IDE. So Azure Pipelines is using for development, deploying the application. Azure test plans for using for the big organization to test the plan for the manual and automatic for the application for continuous. Artifacts is used for share the packages across the developers. So now I am giving you the demo. So development.azure.com. So my account is login. So I created a demo project before. So there are services which are activated in my these dots represent how many services I activated on my project. So now I'm creating a new organization. So the organization name must be unique. So I take the Java developers. So I take the as a South India. It's a region, so it's take some time to develop to create an organization. You can create a multiple organization, and every organization has a multiple projects. So you can see that is a Java developer organization. So you can check the themes, you can change it, you can check the preview features of experimental themes, menu extension points, new build page, and all things. You can implement the. So I check the organizational settings first. So you can see that you can access the project through this URL. Is a basic page, basic overview of the organization. There is a organizational owner. So now I don't have any projects, so it's is empty. You can create a new project from here. So here are the users. So I'm the right now I'm the only user in the organization. So we can see that you can add the user and the groups for development purposes for testing. Now you can add multiple groups of users and development for different development from different departments, like development on iOS and Android. There are different departments, they upload their code, then users, and there are the different access criterias, authentic. So global notifications for development processes, it will take some time. So you can see that pull notification for development pending, development complete, and release approval pending. So there are com- compilation failures, approved, stage failed. So there are different notifications. You can you can change it, or you can manage it according to your organization. So the usage of the users, you can see here, because I don't created any project, so I don't have any data. So the extension you can create over here, you can create it. So Azure Active Directory, you can connect your Azure Active Directory to application, to change the application access rights of the users, and which kind of they create the things, or they can create a software, they can create a project or not. Different type of accesses you can create, can use the Azure Active Directory. There is a, for good practices, you can use the Azure Active Directory as well. You can create the policies, you can create the securities of the user and groups, you can assign the security issues from here. There are different models of development deployments for basic, agile, scrum, and CMMI. Agent tools. Agent tools are, they deploy the tools on different host machines like Mac OS, Ubuntu, and Windows as well. So the deployment tools. So I don't have deployment tools right now. So now so there are the maximum retention policy and default retention policy. Now we create a project. So give the project name. So I give the project demo 2 demo. So I create a private project. So it's a version control. I take the git from the default, and for the model I take the basic model right now. It's, so now it's created a demo 2 project for the overview. So I can see all the activities over here. Now we're going on the dashboard. You can add the widget. You can you can check what task assigned to me, what build history I deployed, build history of the applications, chart of the test plan. There are some widgets, and you can download. You can add some extra widgets on extension gallery. You can wiki. There are the links and codes. You can upload it here for your development group inside it. So the boards here, the work is assigned for you, and the project manager or the owner of the project assign the work to you. So I assign the task right now. So some problem can happen. To-do list I assign, so there's a no user, so I cannot assign it to do no user. So I can save it, the task, go to the boards, and collaborate your team with them. That is a new item, to-do list. Assign the problem to to-do list. You can create a to-do list and the doing projects and the done projects. There's a backlogs. There is a problem. You can see that pattern. So here you can assign the problems to the, because I am the administrator of the account. So there's a no user. So if we can, after the adding the user, we can assign the task of different application problems and bugs. So there you can see there is a task board which I assign because there are no user today. So there is a empty for unassigned for the user. So repository. So you can clone in your VS Code. You can import to your you can import the code to your VS Code. It's a Visual Studio Code on your different types of IDEs. Import the code and you can upload the code on the repository. You can through your IDE. So there is a pipelines to deploy because I don't have the pipeline. So now it's the new pipeline for the different codes because I don't have the account, so I can don't access it for the GitHub repository. They needs a business account, so you can build and release the application over here. You need to create the pipeline. So the test plan for the bigger organization, they use the test plan for the manual as well as the automatic testing of the application. You can run the test, you can load the test. So now we are coming to the artifacts. Further. So now we are going to the project settings. So uh, these settings. So these is Azure DevOps service I can use. We can delete the project from here. So these are the things you can use on your DevOps. Thank you very much.